freedom is the emancipation from the arbitrary rule of other men. In other words, freedom becomes possible where defiance begins, where individuality becomes the rule, where we are able to lead and not push backwards, where we are able to become leaders and head the way with integrity, morality, character, and move forward with basically consciousness and authenticity and truthfulness, obviously by earning and developing all of those qualities from our differentiated experiences, from our various pains and goods and lessons we have learned, therefore. So it's about direct application of whatever we have learned in the process of developing individual freedom. Now, individual freedom is what we want freedom to look like in our lives. In other words, freedom is the wish to live as we wish to live, as we want to. But our interpretation could be different. Our freedom could be something else entirely as we make it, as we earn it, as we want to basically look it like. But for that we have to be ready also, because we have to be ready to break off from society entirely, part ways with all outside conventions and public practices and social basically norms and regulations all the time, and invent all that by ourselves and for ourselves. We have to be our own masters. We have to have self-control, self-knowledge, and self-discipline in the process. We have to have enough consciousness in life to understand what kind of freedom we need, what freedom we want to develop, and whether or not we can sustain it, hold on to it is another matter. It requires different persistence and resilience and courage to hold on to freedom, to consistently apply it, maximize it, and to become successful at it. So definitely individual freedom takes a lot of courage and guts because it requires us to break away completely from the totality of society, its ways, its behaviors, conventions, customs. Everything needs to be rejected and societal rebellion needs to occur. But the version of freedom that people have is mass freedom. It has no meaning. It is all about obligation, dependency upon pleasure, validation, objects, and materialistic conditions all the time. But the freedom we can have requires us to be in solitude, and even if we go out, we cannot be much associating with others and maintain standards and boundaries all the time.